Blake Lively is caught revealing her secret plan is to always take control of the movies and lie to the directors.
This guy who had, comparatively very little power was forced now to come out and tell the truth about Blake Lively. Because she has made herself into the new Amber Heard. And now he's going full Johnny Depp on her to show that she was the bully. She was the one harassing him.
She's so confident. Exactly. I think that's so telling how confident she is to just say, I have no qualms lying to the director, taking control of their movie, pulling the rug from them.
All along, you have secret plans to do something very, very different that's above your pay grade. That's called fraud. When you pretend you want to do the one thing and you'll do the thing they're hiring you for, right? This Justin Baldoni, most people had never even heard of him. And then she claimed that he unleashed a bad PR campaign against her. By the time they premiered the movie, they weren't even speaking to each other. She made him stay in the basement and decided to try to hurt him with petty, made up, out of context complaints when he pushed back even in the mildest way. So she's a serial fraudster. That's called fraud.
They just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say. That wasn't fulfilling for me. Be a part of the narrative in the writing and the costume design and creating the character. And sometimes I would have people who really resented.
Blake Lively is caught revealing her secret plan is to always take control of the movies and lie to the directors. This guy who had, comparatively very little power was forced now to come out and tell the truth about Blake Lively. She has made herself into the new Amber Heard, and now he's going full Johnny Depp on her to show that she was the bully. She was the one harassing him. He's a Me Too victim there. That's absurd. She seems like kind of a jerk. Wow, she's like kind of a bully. She's rather mean. She's so confident. Exactly. I think that's so telling how confident she is to just say, I have no qualms lying to the director, taking control of their movie, pulling the rug from them. All along, you have secret plans to do something very, very different. That's above your pay grade. That's called fraud when you pretend you want to do the one thing and you'll do the thing they're hiring you for, right? This Justin Baldoni, most people had never even heard of him. And then she claimed that he unleashed a bad PR campaign against her. By the time they premiered the movie, they weren't even speaking to each other. She made him stay in the basement and decided to try to hurt him with petty, made-up, out-of-context complaints when he pushed back even in the mildest way. So she's a serial fraudster. That's called fraud. They just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say. That wasn't fulfilling for me. Be a part of the narrative and the writing and the costume design and creating the character. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that she admitted to trying to poison the cast of Go Gossip Girl, which is where she made her name. They released the cut of the movie. He didn't even get to see it. He was the director of the film, the producer of the film, the guy who got the rights to the film, the one who's supposed to be in control. He didn't even get to see it. He was in the basement at his own movie premiere. Her husband are bullies. I believe the court date is set to be, like a year from now, like next March or something like that. I really don't like this woman. I am so angered by her ability to think she can just take control, and she knows better because of Justin's cut and a lot of stuff that happened. She realized they had a hit on her hands. Jennifer Garner has had enough. You heard that right. This sweet smiling star isn't all sunshine when it comes to people who, as rumors claim, crashed her marriage. And guess which mega famous name keeps popping up in the blame game? None other than Blake Lively. Yes, the same Blake, who's usually portrayed as America's bubbly sweetheart. Word on the street is that Jennifer's claws have come out, and this time they're pointing straight at Blake for allegedly getting way too close to Ben Affleck during the filming of The Town. Did Blake sabotage Jen and Ben's relationship, or is this all just another wild rumor churned out by thirsty tabloids? Buckle up, because this story is about to blow your mind. Rumors pop up all the time in Hollywood. That's nothing new, but this one, it's got venom, it's personal, and allegedly it's Jennifer Garner's breaking point. Word is she's been harboring quiet rage for years over Blake Lively's role in what many believe was the slow implosion of her marriage to Ben Affleck. Now, let's be real, on-set chemistry is expected. Actors need to sell the story, but people close to the situation claim this wasn't just a professional spark. This was wildfire, the kind that doesn't stay on screen. The whispers say that Ben and Blake weren't just method acting during The Town. They were getting way too into character, even when the cameras weren't rolling. And Jennifer, she wasn't some oblivious wife at home baking cookies while her husband got flirty on set. She knew. That's the worst part. She allegedly felt it in her gut, that kind of sense you get when your partner's attention starts drifting. People close to her say She noticed a change in Ben, more distracted, emotionally distant, energized, but never around, and when she found out Blake was the one lighting that fire, that's when the trust started to unravel. But here's where it gets spicy. Insiders claim Blake wasn't some innocent bystander. They say she leaned into the charm played at coy, tossed those honey-dipped giggles at Ben like confetti. Was it calculated? Was it innocent? That depends on who you ask. But to Jennifer it felt like betrayal wearing lipstick. And still, we're just getting started. The Town was a cinematic hit, gritty, raw, and jam-packed with emotion, kind of like what was allegedly happening behind the scenes, while audiences were captivated by Ben Affleck's directing chops and Blake's surprisingly sharp performance. The real buzz came from what insiders said was happening when the cameras stopped rolling. Multiple crew members and set assistants claimed you could not notice the energy between Ben and Blake. It was intense. One person who worked on the film even said they looked like they were in their own bubble, like the rest of us didn't exist. Let's be clear, this was Ben's movie. He directed, he starred, he shaped every moment. And Blake, she wasn't the main star, but her role popped. That kind of performance paired with off-screen closeness got people talking, and fast. The production set was reportedly buzzing with jokes about Ben's new muse. One source even called it middle school flirting, but with adult consequences. Allegedly, they'd hang out late after scenes wrapped, go for long talks, and TRERs get cozy during breaks. Could it have been completely innocent? Maybe, but fans who zoomed in on behind-the-scenes footage noticed the lingering glances, the shared laughs, the not-so-subtle touches. And in Hollywood, that kind of body language starts a wildfire of speculation. What started as a gritty Boston heist film quickly morphed into the unofficial tabloid headline of the year. And it wasn't just what was happening, it was who was watching. Because once Jennifer Garner caught wind of the whispers, everything changed, and what happened next would flip everything upside down. Let's not forget, Jennifer Garner isn't some passive Hollywood trophy wife. She's a powerhouse, a working mom, a woman who built her image on kindness and class. But behind that wholesome exterior, allegedly, there was fire. And when it came to the Town set, rumors, insiders say Jen hit her breaking point. According to whispers in the industry, Jennifer stumbled across a few messages between Ben and Blake that were, let's just say, too friendly. Some claim they were flirty, others say they were straight up inappropriate. Whatever was on that phone, it was enough for Jennifer to go nuclear. One version says she confronted Ben in full fury, no sugarcoating. Another says she stayed cool, but started watching him like a hawk, waiting to catch him slipping again. Either way, she was done playing the supportive wife, while her man allegedly played co-star turned Casanova. It didn't stop there. Apparently, she confided in a few close friends. Some say she called Blake a homewrecker behind closed doors. Others say she exploded on set one day, ranting about women who smile in your face while sneaking behind your back. There's even an unconfirmed rumor that she asked a mutual friend to warn Blake to back off. Savage, maybe, but honestly understandable. Tabloids, of course, went wild. Jens breakdown, marriage meltdown, Ben and Blake too close for comfort. Headlines practically wrote themselves, but fans weren't shocked. If anything, they rallied around her. Jennifer wasn't just a victim. She became the symbol of every person who's ever felt blindsided in love. And the internet, oh, it picks sides fast. Team Jen trended, forums lit up with sleuths dissecting old interviews, fan cam footage, and cast photos like they were decoding a conspiracy. But hold on, because the real tea hadn't even been spilled yet. Now, let's talk Blake. Typically, she's that polished red carpet stunner who's been linked to Hollywood's hottest, from Leonardo DiCaprio to her now husband Ryan Reynolds. But if you believe the tabloids, she's also the queen of subtle manipulation. Some industry insiders say she knows how to angle her presence and charm to secure not just roles, but attachment. Her approach might look innocent, big smiles, that breezy confidence, but as certain onlookers whisper, it's a calculated game. If we buy into that narrative, then hooking a vulnerable Ben Affleck on the Town set wouldn't be so far-fetched. She could have used friendly banter, late-night rehearsals, and who knows what behind closed trailers to build that spark. After all, it wouldn't be the first time an on-screen romance spilled over into the real world. Still, no official statements confirm any wrongdoing, but hey, that never stops rumor hounds from feasting on the possibility. But guess what? The drama runs even deeper. Hollywood's a tight-knit industry. When scandal flares, everyone notices, especially the A-list. Rumor has it when words spread about Ben's secret closeness with Blake, the hush-hush commentary was explosive. One or two celebrities allegedly sided with Jen, warning her to watch out for Blake. Meanwhile, while certain castmates for MS The Town might have turned a blind eye, dismissing the rumors as typical set gossip, Ryan Reynolds' name also got thrown into the mix. Did he sense Blake's so-called flirtation with Ben? Was there tension behind the scenes outside that circle? Apparently, Leonardo DiCaprio once joked that Blake's friendliness on set could be misread. Some fans interpret that as a subtle jab, others think it's all part of the rumor avalanche that's unstoppable in show business. Either way, the rumor is that everyone from paparazzi to fellow stars was dying to see if any real evidence would surface, like a leaked voicemail or suspicious audio, something that had confirmed the speculation. Talk about a ticking time bomb. But that's still not the end. Word on the street: Jennifer Garner isn't about to stay quiet. While she's never